It's a boomerang. Hello and welcome to another Mr. Betabyte video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as we're looking at a return. This is a Sony C30. You may remember we had this in for repair, and after going right the way through it, we actually found out it had a load of sticky on the upper drum. Cleaned that up and it was fine. I ran it for a few hours and perfect. It went back to the owner. The owner played the tape. Absolutely fine. Ejected the cassette, put another one in, and it wouldn't play. And it was doing similar things to what it was doing before when it had the gunk on the upper drum. And you remember that one of the issues that these can suffer with is cracked plastics, and this has had cracked plastic issues. And unfortunately, through being back and forth and yeah, it's cracked again. You can see there that the whole wheel table assembly is moving. So we need to, it looks, yeah, it's cracked there as well. Look at that, it's actually dropped off. So in this video we'll be trying to make this reliable. It's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so here's the problem. This is just completely loose, and this has been glued before and it's been erudited. I did it before I sold the machine originally, however many years ago that was. Not that long ago, to be fair, but obviously that's failed. So I really need to find a better way of actually making sure this assembly does not drop. And this is becoming a real common problem with the 711B chassis, that plastics just fail. And you can see here, it's just the plastics have just dropped off now, so it's obviously getting worse. So yeah, I'm going to remove this and just we'll take a look. So I've removed the two screws from the front, there and there. They never seem to fail so far, touch wood. I have to be a bit careful lifting this out. There we go. So you can see, well, yeah, this Audite is just not done. Look at that, it's just dropped off. I don't think the mix was very good. These are good. But yeah, you can see here it's been erudited, and it's just not, it's not adhered well. Probably should have given us a bit more of a key to sort of bind to. But oh crumbs, yeah. I would like to find a better way of doing this, and I think that's what I'll do. So let's crack on. Okay, so my brainwave is to drill out the plastic from the top side and use these screws to actually fix these back to the chassis. Now the holes, I mean, they're not bad. The screws don't fall through, but they're not great, but that doesn't matter. As long as it locates the plastic, you can't really see that very well. As long as it locates the plastic properly, I don't mind. I did also measure the depth of the screw, of the head of the screw, and it's about 2mm. And looking at the stop here, where the cassette would land and be seated, this is 3mm, so that's fine, that'll work. And that would be actually really great. I think I'm going to research actually making something much better in the future. Maybe something in metal, some standoffs. It really doesn't take much to sort of make these, just make them really, and have it so they are reliable. Like I said, the front ones seem okay, but even so, make a set of 4 out of metal, screw in each end, and away you go. That'd be great, wouldn't it? So yeah, but anyway, I'll have a play with this. It's going to be interesting because I need to drill into there, but the fixing screw doesn't actually go that deep into here, and the screws are actually fairly short relative to the how far they need to go. So if I put that one there and then that one there, yeah, they're getting pretty close. It should be fine with the metal. Obviously there's metal space this out as well. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. It could be quite fun, this one. Okay, so I've sort of messed around with this one, and I actually bought some of these finger drill bits. They're very fine, off eBay. I've already broken one. Actually doing this mount, but it does work. I can screw in a screw, and I can then get the screw that actually mounts the oh, use the right screwdriver, that mounts the reel table, and that's fine, that's working. So yeah, so I've got the next size down, and I'm just starting it off. Let's see if this one breaks. I mean, fair play, it did just drop out, which was something. So I'm just gently turning this, and I seem to have injured myself as well. So sorry if you're a bit squeamish, but yeah, I don't know why I'm speaking quietly. It feels like if I speak quietly, maybe the drill bit won't won't break. I mean, I will say, to be fair, probably how I got injured and how I actually made this work was I started it. Oh yeah, that's gone in quite well. If only at a bit of an angle, but that's fine. It's the tolerance is not that critical. And then I just got the tweezers and started digging, and that's probably how I managed to injure myself. And sacrificial tweezers, I don't recommend doing this, but I know you do like to see the whole process, and you've got to make do with what you have. And this is certainly not, that doesn't matter, that bit of plastic. I still have one guide there, so somewhere I have a screw there. Let's see if I can get the screw in. Like I say, I've got loads of these tweezers. They come with iPad screen replacement kits, or did. I don't really do so much anymore. To be fair, I haven't done many iPads lately. Too busy with this lot. Oh, that seems to be doing something. Ah, that's got it. I should be able to, hopefully, get this in. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so they're both done. The front two, they weren't actually broken. I just put araldites as added strength. So I think what I'll do, let's give it a go. Just to see what happens. Yeah, it should be fun. Famous last words. So I'm going to put some glue on as well. It's probably complete overkill, but I just think, well, if it's glued as well, then I've got every chance of this lasting and basically never breaking down. So, because it's got like a flange on it, I should be able to just press this in. Watch I don't glue this, which I have, which is very, very clever of me. Yeah, we should be alright. Just a tiny bit under there. It is super glue after all. Okay, let's do this one. And I believe that goes that way. The one tab's broken off. But again, it doesn't really matter as long as one of them's there. Just to help with locating it, really. I mean, in hindsight, it might have been an idea not to have just done the flange rather than the little locating bit as well on that other one, but oh well. I'm not doing a very good job here. And they are actually quite a tight fit on their own. And then with the glue and then the screw on the top, we should be good. Yeah, see, that wasn't actually that well stuck. So that's good. Just scrape away any glue that might still be there. I think we're good. It was just a tiny, tiny bit, so that's good. So, I suppose if we put this back, and I'm going to put the front screws in, and then we should, oh, just one actually will do it. Put the board back on, just put one screw in at the board. And we'll turn it over and put those screws in. Okay, there's a terrible angle and this meant the camera might fall. But I'm just going to very carefully feed the screw in. That's tight. And then this one, which might be quite difficult to do with the camera in the way. Just sort of teasing it tight. So that is it. You can see there where the little bits just coming through. Yeah, that should be good. So I'll put the screws back in on the underside, and I suppose we'll give it a try. So take that screw back out. And put the remaining screws back in. And hopefully that assembly that I've got a bit of glue on won't break. Seems solid, it's good. So I'm going to power it on, but I just noticed a whole load of dust in here. So I'm just going to clean that off. You know what I'm like, cleaning all this stuff. Don't always do a brilliant job, but you know, get the worst of it off, isn't it? So let's power it on. It's a good start. Obviously we haven't powered this on since it's arrived, so let's see how we go. Sounds alright. Sounds a bit laboured actually, but yeah, so really pleased with that. That's actually a really good fix for the for that issue. It's quite becoming really common with these now that plastics all break and the whole reel table drops. So yeah, that's a valid fix, I think. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, really very pleased with that. It's working well. That's center tracking. Furthest right, center, furthest left. Gosh, it's very good, isn't it? Yeah, that other tape is not great, which is why I use it for testing, and I don't mind if it gets damaged. Yeah, so with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope that was useful, and yeah, see you in another video. Bye for now.